Um, Good morning, man. I woke up. The Lord put this in my spirit to do this, so I'm gonna do it. All right. All right. First of all, He's been telling me to read Isaiah, and I have been not listening, but I read it. I started reading it just now, starting chapter one. But chapter two is what He put in my heart to say here. So I'm gonna put it out there. It says, "You have abandoned your people, the house of Jacob. They are full of superstitions from the east. They practice divination like the Philistines and clasp hands with pagans. Their land is full of silver and gold. There is no end to their treasures. Their land is full of horses. There is no end to their chariots. Their land is full of idols. They bow down to the work of their hands, to what their fingers have made. So man will be brought low and mankind humbled. Do not forgive them. Go into the rocks, hide in the ground from dread of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty. The eyes of the arrogant man will be humbled, and the pride of men brought low. The Lord alone will be exalted in that day. The Lord Almighty has a day in store for all the proud and lofty, for all that is exalted, and they will be humbled. For all the cedars of Lebanon, tall and lofty, and all the oaks of Bashan, for all the towering mountains and all the high hills, for every lofty tower and every fortified wall, for every trading ship and every stately vessel. The arrogance of man will be brought low, and the pride of men humbled. The Lord alone will be exalted in that day, and the idols will totally disappear. Men will flee to caves and rocks, and to holes in the ground from dread of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty. When he rises to shake the earth, in that day men will throw away to the rodents and bats their idols of silver and idols of gold, which they made to worship. They will flee to caverns in the rocks and to the overhanging crags from the dread of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty, when he rises to shake the earth. Stop trusting in man, who has but a breath in his nostrils. Of what account is he? That's the day of the Lord. Isaiah chapter 2, verses 6 through 22. The Lord told me to put that out, so I just did. I got to get ready to go to work, so I'm not going to sit here and go too deep into it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all heard things that still to this day going on. So, it's wake up, man. He's 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 about to strike. And the reason I say he's about to strike is because I can feel the tension growing spiritually. More people are being driven away from the Lord every day. Yet still there's millions of us who believe in him. And I don't know if y'all saw my live on Facebook, some of y'all, but last night the God's spirit was burning in my soul, man, and that was it was heavy for me because I put myself out there knowing that I have, this gift that I want to use with music and everything, man, and which by the way, I'm gonna make it clear, I was gonna just put it out for free, but the Lord also put it in my spirit that I can use the proceeds of that single, which I'm going to put out today, to do for his kingdom, which is my plan. So if you want to donate, cool. Other than that, it's 99 cents is gonna be the single. It is my story. It is the truth of my life, but I'm gonna use the proceeds for my father's kingdom. So it is what it is, man. Cause you see, he's gonna make it to where I am exalted. I'm not gonna exalt myself. He's gonna make it to where I am at a high state. And then when I am at a high state and I am exalted, I will humble myself further because the king must become the servant. And I don't mean in a slave way like history has showed us in the past. I'm talking about like how Jesus showed us, you know, to do for others. The king, the one who has the greatness, the exaltation to do for others. He stepped from his heavenly throne and came into this earth where the peasants roam and became a peasant amongst us so that he can take us to his kingdom in heaven. Because this place right here is the hood. This whole world is the hood. This is poverty land. This whole world, this third planet from the sun, compared to the riches and glory of the spiritual, where there is no gold and silver worth, because all those things, like he said, moth and rust destroy. This place is done. You know, it's time to escape and go with him, because he's about to burn this sucker down, man. All right, peace and love, y'all. It's your boy Piff, the odd one. Yeah.